Serving others is a concept woven deeply into the fabric of spiritual teachings across the world, and for many, it stands as a bridge between humanity and the divine. But why is serving others so deeply connected with drawing closer to God? To understand this, we must look beyond simple acts of kindness and explore the profound spiritual transformation that occurs when we step outside of ourselves to meet the needs of others. At the heart of many faith traditions, the call to serve is not just a suggestion, but a central commandment. In Christianity, Jesus exemplified a life of service, washing the feet of his disciples and teaching that whoever wishes to be great must first become a servant. In Islam, acts of charity and compassion are pillars of faith, with the Prophet Muhammad encouraging his followers to care for the orphan, the widow, and the traveler. Hinduism and Buddhism both highlight selfless service, or seva, as a path to enlightenment and a way to dissolve the boundaries of ego. But serving others is more than a moral obligation. It's a spiritual practice that transforms both the giver and the receiver. When we serve, we step outside our own concerns, desires, and fears. We put aside our ego, the sense of separateness that often keeps us distant from God and from each other. In that moment of self-forgetfulness, we create space for something greater to enter. Our hearts become more open, more compassionate, and more attuned to the needs of others. In serving, we reflect divine attributes like mercy, kindness, and unconditional love. This act of service is not just about performing good deeds. It's about recognizing the divine spark in every person we encounter. Each act of kindness becomes an act of worship, a way of honoring the presence of God in the world around us. When we serve others, we affirm that every human being is worthy of dignity and care, regardless of their status, background, or beliefs. This recognition dissolves barriers and unites us in the shared experience of being human. Serving others also cultivates humility. When we serve, especially in small or unnoticed ways, we let go of the need for recognition or reward. We learn to give without expecting anything in return. This humility is essential for spiritual growth, for it is only with a humble heart that we can truly approach God. It is said in many scriptures that God resists the proud but gives grace to the humble. In serving, we empty ourselves of pride and make room for grace to flow. Moreover, serving others brings us face to face with suffering and need, challenging us to respond with empathy rather than indifference. This encounter with suffering can be uncomfortable, but it is also deeply transformative. It reminds us of our shared vulnerability and our dependence on one another. It awakens a sense of responsibility for the welfare of others, moving us to act not out of obligation, but out of genuine compassion. When we serve,